guys have been announced. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat him.
He has. Not much has changed. As a DA, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
For 3, Ingram. And the Pelicans get it back. Williamson trying to free himself up. And the shot is good.
You know, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Shooting 2. That's good from Barnes.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. Barnes hits them both. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Marshall. Count it. And now let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Trent outside. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Young. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
It's McCollum with the drive. Plays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
The Pelicans. 6.
Some good good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. And taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. And it's Alvarado in at the 1 spot. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Williamson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Zion's going to bring that to the table right there. A presence on the boards and determined to score once he gets his hands on that rock.
Now, here's Anunoby. Bertle, the pass to Van Vliet. Buries it from three-point range. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 3 now for Toronto.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Alvarado. Covered by Van Vliet. For 3, Ingram. It's hauled in by Trent. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Anunoby against Ingram. Back to Trent. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 3. Ingram finds Williamson. That one falls.
Don't underestimate Zion's ability to work his way around defenders. Quick with the ball there and pretty shifty.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Raptors. They're up by 1.
11.
Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individuals stand out, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They need to play with better energy on D. Some of these guys were going to sleep on that. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting. Gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they hear it in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out angry.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
It's time for your Northside Crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And Brent, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Red Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Bertle in at the 5 down low. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Cullen passes to Ingram. Back to McCollum. Bertle against Valanciunas. The pass to Ingram. Williamson trying to free himself up. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Ingram.
Well, Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Ingram against Barnes. Shot clock at 5. 14 feet away, and another basket for Toronto.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Jones, the pass to McCollum. New Orleans moving it around. Ingram against Barnes. Here's Jones. Toronto grabs the miss. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Barnes. And Vliet on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Williamson. Here's Ingram. Hits from the high post. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well. He's this patient to do so.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Larry Nance, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Trent outside. Over Daniels. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Pelicans trail. Feeds it to Murphy. Dishes it to Nance. McCollum outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's the Raptors with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Now he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
McCollum, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trent can't hit. And so it's New Orleans with it. Over in the corner, Marshall. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Step back shot. And again, no good by Toronto.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's McCollum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Toronto has possession. Trent. Got it.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
Looking out there, trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. He sinks the clutch free throw.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Toronto calls timeout. It's tied at 19. 20 seconds left in the game. Siakam. Oh, missed it.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Toronto with the timeout. We love to give away shirts to our loudest fans. Now is that time to grab a free shirt. Come on, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this.
Heading into overtime.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
And so it's New Orleans with it. McCollum and Jones are their guards. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is a big moment, so you can go to the big money players, and McCollum's at the line. Good bet to deliver this time.
CJ McCollum taking 2 shots.
knocks down the clutch free throw.
And they love that it's CJ at the line right now. McCollum is a cool customer.
And Toronto making a change here. Trent's checked in. And so both free throws are good. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. 50 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Williamson with the block.
Zion just aggressive there and great timing.
And Willie Green wants a timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors youth dance team. I could not replicate those dance moves, folks. Let's hear it for your Raptors Nevada.
Here's Ingram. You can't hit that time. Good D by Barnes. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Back to Siakam.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the first overtime.
Wait, man. Here we are. 4, 1, 7.
So Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. The lead is 2, and an intentional foul right there.
CJ McCollum. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Fred VanVleet. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, VanVleet looks determined at the line, set to deliver for his team.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. On deep. That shot off. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination of their play.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.